break the fight down for me. Obviously, everybody knows what Floyd Mayweather is going to do. What can Andre Berto do to come out victorious?
I think this is an interesting fight because at Floyd's age, he's not the same Floyd he was before.
True.
You know, so you got a little bit of a slower Floyd Mayweather who might be more susceptible and doesn't have the legs that I've seen him in the past. I mean, I've seen him try to use his legs against Maidana. They didn't look as springy.
Mm-hmm.
You know, let's say that. You know, even in the second Maidana fight where he did a lot better, his legs didn't look as springy as they did say in the Corrales fight. I remember Mayweather with Corrales. His legs, he was shooting and it's like gunning, shooting.
He was floating.
Yeah, it was like stop on a dime and fire, and then stop on and go, and pop on a dime and fire. It was like rapid machine gun and pop, 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 and then out, and it was like even his exit was so sharp. You know, like listen to my Maidana fight, even the second one where you might say, you know what, he fought a lot better. It wasn't as explosive because even your defense has to be explosive, not just your offense.
Yeah.
His defense wasn't that explosive on the exit. Yeah, it worked, but this is a guy who's getting older. You know what I'm saying? And so he's fighting a guy who also relies on explosiveness and speed, and might have some athleticism to match to a degree, you know, and he's younger than him. So I don't think the fight is as bad as people think, only because you're getting this version of Floyd where, you know, it's something to think about. You know, like nature is nature. The best athletes in the world might be better than everybody else, but one thing they're not better than is nature.
True.
Nature always beats you in the end. You know, so if you overstay your welcome in any sport, it can be a very, very hard reality, and especially in a combat sport, it can be a painful reality. And not to say that this is the night that Floyd gets beat, but at the same time, there's some interesting possible scenarios in the fight because Berto has the speed and athleticism to at least conjure up some possible problems. And people are going to say, oh, well, if Manny couldn't do it with that speed and athleticism. For me, Manny's not intelligent enough. Manny has a lot of speed, but he's not intelligent at all. I mean, his decision making in there is horrible, you know? Berto, for me, is a bit more intelligent in there. And again, if all these injury reports are true that Berto has had these injuries in the past and has had to fight through them, I'm curious to see, okay, is a new healthy Andre Berto really that much more explosive, even at his age, even after all the tough fights? I'd say it's an interesting question, you know, and I know what I kind of want to find out Saturday, you know, I want to find out. You know, so it has me intrigued for the fight, you know. I'm not going to tell you this is the night Floyd loses. I'm not going to tell you that, but I'm not going to go that far and tell you that. But at the same time, I'm going to tell you that it'll be a much better fight than the Manny Pacquiao fight. Let's not forget, nobody thought Mike Tyson was going to lose to Buster Douglas either.
True.
You know what I mean? So sometimes certain events come together, and I'm not saying the stars align, because I don't believe in that bullshit, but I'm saying certain events come together in a way where lightning can strike. You know what I'm saying? Again, I'm not going to tell you it's Saturday night, but Berto has at least the ability to pose some problems, and he has a certain degree of athleticism that a lot of other Floyd opponents have not had, that maybe can give some problems to Floyd. Obviously, Floyd will rely on the same things he relied on against Manny Pacquiao, that range control. Controlling the range on Berto will prevent Berto from being able to use that explosive speed and power. But at the same time, Berto has those quick feet where he can close distance. You know what I mean? And it's not slop. You know, when Berto closes distance the right way, the fights you've seen him close distance the right way, he actually closes distance in a smooth way, in a much smoother way than Manny Pacquiao. I've never seen Berto actually jump in when he closes distance. When Berto closes distance the right way, and the nights he's been sharp, he actually has a smooth closing of a distance. I've never seen Manny Pacquiao not jump in when he closes distance. So I always knew he was going to have a problem with Floyd Mayweather because the guy's only entrance coming into your offensive zone is to jump in.
Right.
That was never going to work against Floyd Mayweather. It was never going to work. Not now, not ever. Berto, on his best nights, actually has a smooth entrance into your window, so to speak. I guess we'll call it. You know, into your zone where you can use into the contact zone.
Sure.
You know, if we see a Berto that can have that smooth entrance, you know, is it going to be harder for Floyd to control that distance? Obviously, Floyd has a lot of answers. Yeah, he can meet you with a punch. He can exit out. He can step in and smother. We'll see. You know, again, for me, when you scientifically break down this fight, it becomes a little bit more interesting than people think. And again, add that to the fact that, you know, we have almost a 39-year-old Floyd Mayweather.